The one other thing that I thought about, man, what I want to say is going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
The PTSD, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if there's a taxi hailing app that if you had an accident while you were in it, you've got insurance that covers it, that covers you.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be dope.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine a taxi hailing app where if you get into it, you got a free bottle of water.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because right now, I'm a taxi buddy. So yeah, because I'm not gonna.
Nobody gives you water.
I tried to step in the car the other day and I tried to back out the house and I just started.
Have you
shaking.
heard of or tried Unka Go?
Not yet.
Have you heard of
you
it?
should, man.
I have heard of it. Like obviously they're going hard with the marketing, but I haven't really tried it just yet.
No, you should.
One other thing that I've actually noticed is it feels like these taxi hailing apps are now like a dime a dozen. Like there's a lot of those.
Right.
But there's very few that actually do catch on.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like for me personally, because in my previous life, I used to, because I'm a laser driver, right? So if I want to import, I'm sure you know what I mean. And then someone tells me they're in Kabwata, I'm not going to drive to Kabwata.
I might also just book them a cab.
So I'll book them a cab and they come to me. Oh, you know, when you're done doing the deed and you're too lazy to drive, you book them a cab. The type of car that you said is just as important. How comfortable it is.
Exactly.
And
Unka gives you comfortable cars.
Bam. Because you don't want a car that 10 minutes into the ride, they call and say, oh, we're out of fuel.
I need to turn into and you're late.
Bruh.
So basically what we're saying is Unka Go is the app that you need to have on your phone right now. Taxi hailing app, comfort, insurance. You're insured as a passenger on that taxi. And there's water as well, free water for you. Also, another sponsor we need to mention on this episode because, well, you need to support them as well.
Is the lion of all betting companies.
Bet Lion.
Right?
Right.
Not a cheater, not an elephant.
The Bet Lion.
Yep. They call it a lion for a reason.
And speaking of Aviator, I think, Gob, this is like in the intro advert, right? Have you tried Aviator before?
Nope.
So a little plane.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like I've seen it, I haven't tried
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So it's like flying on the screen, right? And the value of what you could win at that particular position changes
As it flies around.
So it could be 1 kwacha at this point, and it'll be 1,000 kwacha at the next point. You don't know what the next value is going to be. It could be higher, it could be lower. So you take your chances. Either you stop the plane flying at that point and get what's there, or in anticipation, if you think it's going to be bigger, wait for the plane to fly a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's a gamble.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's interesting like that. People have been winning, and
for real?
good money from that. Yeah,
so you do it off your phone?
You do it on your phone. Yeah, Aviator. You should try it out right now.
So what? Is it a website?
It's you can either be on the website or on the app, I think. Yeah.
Which app?
Betline.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
They are paying us and I didn't actually realize this.
I've tried it out and I think I won like 200 kwacha after putting like a 5.
Oh, that's pizza for your daughters.
Yeah. You know what I mean? 2 pizzas actually.
Especially the little. How is she, bro? How is she?
She's good.
I'm gonna try Bet Lion. If I do win anything, I'm buying her tacos again. Did you tell her those tacos were for me?
Yeah, I did.
You're lying.
Did you?
I did.
You said
Did you
I
really?
did, yeah.
I don't believe you.
No, should have called you then. Anyway, Dub, roll the intro.
Dun 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 dun.
You wanna start recording?
Niggas
Yes,
is
you are.
rolling.
Apparently he's one of the most successful hip hop artists who got into hip hop, made money, never cursed, and
Will Smith.
no shit. You were saying rolling. I was thinking of Chameleon.
Of course.
No.
Remember the writing, his biggest song never had any cuss words.
You see me rolling.
Nah, never. Clean game. Came out clean and is making more money than the guys still in the game.
And he got out. No, it's not in the game anymore.
No, I'm saying he's making more money than guys who are still in the game.
Oh, yeah.
What does he do now?
Tech.
Tech.
He's just investing in tech boys in Silicon Valley and that's it.
Yep. He got in, made his money, invested in tech, and got out.
Nice.
So he's basically doing a bit of what Nas did as well. Remember Nas started investing in tech as well? One of the first investors in the door, the ring doorbell.
Yeah.
He invested, 6 million, got about 40 million out of it.
Bruh.
Dude.
Can't Soulja Boy try to make video games?
You say what?
Soulja Boy tried to
Soulja
make
Boy.
video
What do you
games.
mean?
No, Soulja Boy didn't try it. He became a multi-millionaire from video
made
games.
money from those small packages.
Multi-millionaire.
He made a ton load of money from video games.
Huh.
You know, but Soulja Boy doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No, he doesn't.
There's a lot of songs that even Drake sampled that is all Soulja Boy, and people don't realize this.
Drake. Oh, man.
People don't give Soulja Boy his
Boy
accolades.
makes those video games, takes them to China, and he sells one for over $100 million, and he sells another a few years later for over $100 million again.
Yeah, because those games were quite... Because it's like most of our childhood games compacted in one.
Yes. Smart boy. Who else can I remember? Dude, do you know a guy called Melvin Nunnery?
No.
Dude, we're playing in Africa.
What's going on?
So Melvin Nunnery is a guy he's got an app called Sports something. So it's an app that coaches can use to recruit like players.
Who can use coaches?
Coaches, like basketball coaches, baseball coaches, soccer coaches. So he creates this app. Quite right, Black American guy, right? He creates this app and in America they start using it, but it's not that big of a deal. He goes to China with it because somebody tells him, dude, apps in China are like the craze right now. People are buying apps like crazy. So he makes this app and it cost him about $50,000 to pay the developers and everything. The kids, he was working on it with like 3-4 kids, right? They make it. Starts working in America, no hype around it. He goes with it to China. What happens? A few companies pick it up and they start bidding against each other. And one of them calls him and he's at the hotel room, like just after he showers in a towel. And one of them calls him and tells him, dude, we're just from a shareholders meeting. We want to buy your app. Okay, cool. In his mind, he's thinking big company, I'll probably charge him like $5 million. I would have made super profit from it. I mean, I put 50 grand in it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So the guy who calls and says, we're just from discussing it. We're going to pay you 7, right?
7 what?
Chill. We're going to pay you 7. In his mind, all he wants is $5 million for his app. Super profit.
7's already.
He's happy with that. It's like 7, okay, cool. What time do we meet? What time do I come with my lawyers? And blah, 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 blah. So they're agreeing on a time and he goes there like 2-3 days after, like in an afternoon. They get to the meeting and they're like, how do we transfer the money? Is it a check? How do we give you the money? Is it a check? Is it a money transfer? And how do we do this? Are you getting the money from here? Is it America? Blah, blah, blah. So he says, if you got the cash, you can give me the cash. And they say, nah, we can't do that. Bank transfer should work somehow, either here in China or in America. So he gives them his bank details. Tell me why 2 days later, $7 billion is in his account.
Not yen.
Billion dollars.
Not kwacha.
No. Melvin Nunnery sold his sports app for $7 billion.
He became a billionaire overnight.
He became a billionaire overnight after investing $50,000. Now he starts explaining, like on the podcast, how he loses all of his money.
Wait.
No way. There's no way you lose $7 billion. There's no way you lose $7 billion.
Dude, black people. He says, I would go for parties. I think home is like Las Vegas or Miami. I can't really remember. So he would share stories of how he would go to parties in Vegas, book a private jet. He actually bought a private jet. He would go to Vegas and he would buy like the latest Rolex, latest everything, dressed up. He would go to Vegas chilling. Rappers would show up. If anybody has anything more expensive than what he's wearing, he would fly back. Now imagine time differences like Vegas to Miami or wherever. Fly back. Pay the store owners to open a shop at midnight to give him a watch more expensive than one he would see on 50 cents.
And then fly back.
Then fly back.
At what's that saying again? African American rich?
Yes. Imagine that. He lost most of that money. Bowling.
There's an old saying, your level of wealth
Right.
is always equivalent to your level of wisdom. Meaning, if your wisdom is up here and your wealth is down here, your wealth will go up to match your wisdom. If your wealth is up here and your wisdom is down here,
The wealth will come down.
the wealth will come down to match the level of your wisdom.
But at least he mentioned later that he got wiser. So the other apps he went and sold in China, he was...
So is he still rich?
Yeah, he's still very rich.
Not like billionaire rich?
Yeah, he has gone back to billionaire status after learning lessons
But
from that.
you know what I don't understand? Unless it's patent, because apps in China...
Crap. Exactly. He built the same app. After it grows big in China, the Americans see it. He managed to sell it in America as well now.
That was my next point.
Yeah.
Because apps in China and India are a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah,
Unless you patent it, there is nothing that stops them from just recreating that.
And patents are regional.
Right.
So you can patent in China and do the same thing in America as well.
Now here's the thing. Now here's the thing, and what I'm trying to wrap my head around.
Right.
The only reason that an app would go for $7 billion is not the tech behind the app. It's never the
The
technology.
value they see in it, yeah.
The value they see in this. And you know what the value is? Potentially how many people could use it.
Right.
Now, the fact that this app had not garnered traction anyway, what value did they see? The potential value? Because if it's potential
And
value...
for them to even offer like 7 billion.
And that's my
Billion,
point, is if it's potential value, they could have built it for a lot less. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like a kid comes to me from Ghana and he says, "Listen, I've got these glasses that if you wear them, you can see girls naked." But nobody knows about it. You know, and I've got the technology to recreate it, and he wants me to give him $1 million. I'll recreate it myself.
Yeah, you find a way.
I'll find a way to recreate
Especially if you show that app to Chinese people.
it. And that's my point.
Anyway, welcome to That Said Podcast. Uncle Elson in the Bew. We actually have a swear jar today, so I think it's gonna...
Why did you mention the switch after you said my name?
That's what you're known for. So,
That's not what
but
I'm known for.
here's the twist to this episode. Just when Elson says he's never gonna curse again is when this should have come like episode 6. We're at episode 106. This thing should have been here like 100 episodes ago. It's gonna go empty, Ludo. You sure?
Can we also agree as to where the proceeds go?
If Elson swears, it goes
Oh
to
crap! I don't know why I didn't prepare a
Goes
mic
to,
for you.
wait. I don't like what she was about to start
If
saying.
Elson curses,
If he curses, the money goes to Andy.
if he curses, the money goes to Aunt Millie.
And if you curses, and if Kalenga curses,
No,
He goes to Ben Lombe.
no, but he already likes Ben.
Yeah, he's a very entertaining nigga. Anyway, welcome to it. And your name is? Hi, my name is... Ba-dum boom.
What are you drinking? Yeah, what's your hyper today?
Tonic water. And my name is K+.
it's K
Our guest today,
Kalenga's your name. You are
My
pushing,
brand name.
You are pushing 40.
What do you think about Jay-Z, though?
What do I think about him?
Yeah, and his name. If I'm pushing 14, I should drop my brand name.
Well, he's a billionaire, so he plays by different rules,
I'll drink to that.
right?
Oh, man.
You see his hairstyle?
Yeah, dude.
Rock the same hairstyle, and you've got 10 kwacha in your pocket.
Immediately they label you a homeless man.
You are lucky if DEC is not raiding you.
That too. Anyway, I was talking about our guest today. He's a TV presenter.
He had a hairstyle similar to Jay-Z's.
He had a hairstyle similar to Jay-Z's. He chopped it off and we're about to find out why. He is one of Lusaka's most eligible bachelors. So ladies, please take note.
Do we know that though for a fact?
We had a chat with him earlier. So,
I don't know who he is.
well, Luda and I, before you came through. You're always late for these things. So.
Why are you...
You should actually change your name to the late Elson.
Why?
You're always late.
No, I'm never late.
You're just on time on your own time?
I'm on time.
In your own time.
Yeah.
Our guest today, you've probably seen him on TV before on,
Most likely on TV.
Zambezi Magic.
And he
On a show called Nakulata. Am I pronouncing correctly? My Lozi is...
Wanilata, yeah. Liz is
Wanilata.
Way off, but... Yeah.
Wanilata.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean the same thing.
Yeah, no, the Lozi people will come at you.
You're on radio as well?
I was.
Was.
No longer.
Which radio station?
A power.
Power.
Yeah.
Feel the power. So you've done TV, presenting. You're acting now.
I am.
Dude, how's that going, man?
Can you say his
beautiful.
name?
Medad.
Yeah, she number one cook.
That
Yeah,
was
Is that like your real name?
it's a
that was
Bible name,
a
actually.
that was a
Zimbabwean name.
It's a
weak
Bible name.
intro. That was a very weak intro.
Dude, after all the praise I gave the guy about his
And then
acting
you didn't say his
accolades,
name. And then you didn't say his name.
I was about to.
No, you weren't. You are getting into what he
Before
does.
you rudely interrupted me, just like you've
No.
done right now.
This nigga here.
God, there's some change from the drinks we bought. Just please buy some tampons for this guy. It's like he's on his period today.
Speaking of,
It's gonna be beautiful here.
before the camera started rolling, this nigga here started describing what his penis looks like.
You know what? I'll turn your mic off now. Medad, you're talking about your name. It's a biblical name.
Yeah, so numbers 1126.
Does your dick looks the way that his description of a dick looks like?
I'm talking about the Bible, and it's not like you're talking about dicks.
You know what I mean? You're talking about the Bible numbers, what?
Numbers 1126. My parents are big on the Bible, so there's a
And
story.
look how you turned out.
No, but it's actually quite accurate because the story about the guy Medad
Right.
and me, I think the characteristics are kind of similar because he was a prophet and rebellious at the same
things I
time.
know about you, bro.
Dude, I'm afraid. Don't do this.
No, listen. Your secrets are safe with me. Your secrets are safe with me.
I was dreading coming here, guys,
And yet you brought yourself
and
here.
I still shut up.
Yeah, no, you're talking about your dad, yeah.
Yeah, like my parents are big on the Bible, and they thought, hey, what's the coolest name I couldn't think about? That's not very known, and they just landed on my dad.
I've always thought your name is incomplete. Like,
No, it actually
What do you
means,
think his name was?
It means water of love, so they're quite deep on it.
water of love.
Yeah.
What
That's
do you
the
think his
literal
name
Hebrew
meant?
translation.
What do you think his entire name was?
It's like the way I think Luda is like half a
yeah.
name.
What do you think her entire name is?
I don't know. Yeah, her name means love. So I don't know. I just
No, but that's Rudo.
Yeah. So
But yours has got an L.
yeah, it's the Kalanga version. Kalanga is my
I don't know why this nigga doesn't connect your microphone the minute that we start.
I don't think about this as much.
And you're talking about me being late. You see what I have to deal with?
Every day.
Yeah, the environment.
But anyway, we move. I sadly have to put up with this. My allergies have been kicking my ass lately, man.
Yeah, I've noticed. Keep blowing your nose and
ass
say,
is not swearing. It's not a swear word.
If you look it up properly.
Ass?
Yeah.
No.
could have meant the donkeys.
A donkey's an ass.
Okay. Touche.
Yeah, you were talking about family,
Oh, yeah.
parents, spiritual.
Yeah, very spiritual people. I love them. to death.
None of them prophets.
No, my mom could equally qualify as a pastor.
Because she
that woman
dreams of
prays
stuff.
for me.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, she's wow.
Well, what happened?
No, they're just super religious people, and yeah.
Speaking of religious, dude, have you seen the TB Joshua documentary?
Dog.
Have you seen that?
I have. And what's
I haven't
crazy
seen
is
it yet.
Thoughts.
I grew up in a house that used to watch Emmanuel TV every Sunday.
I heard it's been taken off DSTV.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So it's a wrap for the family.
I haven't really had a conversation with my parents because they were big on TB Joshua. Like,
Right.
Yeah, so after the doc, I've seen like 2 of them. I haven't finished it yet, but I've seen like the first 2 episodes, and I'm just like, yo, wow.
So I've got a theory, right? Which is I feel what killed this man is he knew this expose was coming.
That's word on the street, though. Word on the street is he knew.
I'd like to hear your complete thought about that documentary first.
My
Have you
complete
watched it?
thought. I have seen half of it. I haven't finished it yet.
I haven't watched it at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't.
I've watched all 3
You've
parts.
finished the whole thing?
Yeah, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Sheesh, I don't think there's no smoke without fire, you know what I mean?
Weed.
But it burns.
Yeah, but there's no fire there.
There is, it literally...
There's a little red fire that burns.
No, that's not fire.
Anyway, your
That's just
complete
heat.
thoughts, bro.
My complete, I feel like, I don't know.
Stop
Hey?
pushing this man for thoughts if he doesn't have thoughts. What's wrong with you?
You keep cutting him. That's why.
No.
Your thoughts.
I generally, like, I feel like the spirit can coexist with, even in, like, the weirdest people sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
You say what?
Like, the spirit of the Lord. I feel like it sometimes, in the most weird people, it could still exist.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was going to be my next question, right? That do you think that somebody could could have the spirit, could have the gift of healing and all that stuff, but still rapes?
I don't think it would be as effective.
No, but is it possible?
I feel like it's possible.
Because there's something I want to bring up now.
Because remember, when it comes to gifts, they say God can give you a gift, but He'll never take it away. So meaning you can still have that gift of healing, even though you
transgress.
Yeah.
There's something that I wanna play for you.
Okay.
That speaks to the point that you've just made. But yeah, you can speak amongst yourselves. When you've watched it, what's your thinking?
And if I'm to speak objectively, I'd like to first start with the side you've taken, where you're saying there's no smoke without fire. Especially when you look at that girl, Rachel, aka Ray, who's been with TB Joshua for more than 10 years. Remember, she went to the Synagogue Church of All Nations when she was what? 17?
Yeah, but then also, how do you... I'm sorry, like, again, stories don't line up. How do you leave, like, you go to a different country and you stay and you don't communicate to your family for this long and it's okay?
Remember, she says they lock them up, no communications outside the world.
How doesn't your family get worried?
And come to rescue you or call the embassy or something, right?
So some things don't line up, but some things do. And then that's why it's so conflicting for me. Considering the fact that I grew up in a household where we used to watch these things and would genuinely believe.
Why bring it up now?
After the man
it's
gone and can't defend himself.
Listen to this. This is the great David Chappell.
The point is this. He rapes, but he saves. And he saves more than he rapes, but he probably does rape.
Did you hear what he said? Mm-hmm. He rapes, but he saves. He probably rapes more than he saves, but he still saves.
Who was he talking about?
Catfish.
I was giving my objective opinion. I was saying, on one end of this, you're talking about there's no smoke without fire. And I gave an example of that Rachel girl, and you brought up the issue of where were her parents. Maybe she communicated a bit, but that's not clear in the documentary anyway.
Yeah.
On the other end, this is the BBC reporting.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I mean?
So?
Half the time, when they're reporting about things happening in Africa, it's all the negative. Why aren't they reporting about another British atrocity happening in Africa? Talk about Shell, which is a British company, right? Shell is doing a lot of corrupt activities in Nigeria, changing policies, bribing people to change policies. Nobody ever investigates as deeply as they did over the TB Joshua issue.
Kalenga, look.
That's my first problem.
I hear your point, but does it make it any less true that they are highlighting the bad part of it? Is that bad part of what's happening in Africa true or not? Because what you're saying is they're most likely manufacturing it.
Sort of. And why bring it up when the man is gone and not around to defend himself?
Ratings?
Exactly. Clickbait.
So that if they're doing this for ratings, is the information accurate?
Exactly. Because there's a lot of pressure for the BBC again to get online clicks.
Yeah, I get it. But then, look,
Side notes, does anybody in here know how TB Joshua actually died?
No.
I remember he was preaching and then he walked to his office and he died at his desk.
I feel like it was a heart attack. Like either he killed himself or it was a heart attack. And that's what my theory then comes into play, that this nigga knew this shit was coming. How much? $20.
20.
Allow me to open it.
That he knew
It's
that this was
actually
coming.
working. Oh, nice. Lovely.
We have 20 kwacha in the swear jar now. Go.
Kwacha coming your way, Auntie Millie.
Gob, you say? Is the mic on? Okay, it is.
Yeah, I was saying I think I've got a different approach because I watched the whole documentary.
Right.
And when I was watching the documentary, I was thinking they're going to expose how he was doing his miracles and everything. But apparently none of that was spoken about. And for me, the most biggest thing why that thing was done wasn't about TB Joshua being a fake prophet. It was about him enslaving the white. So I think it was the whites were against the fact that he actually brainwashed them To me, that guy was a genius.
Like a black man succeeded where many black people have failed.
Exactly.
Kind of
That's
like,
that's true.
kind of like, you know, the way they villainized Robert Mugabe.
Yeah.
And they praised Nelson Mandela.
And
Nelson Mandela was a sellout. We all know this in this room, right?
Yeah.
question mark.
No, you know the history of him getting into jail, him being in jail, and who he was.
Yeah, because
when he
it was a
released.
little suspicious. Like, I spent 27 years in prison being oppressed, and then I come and say, just forgive them. Dog.
See, he wasn't in jail for 27 years. That's the thing.
It was actually like 24.
And then he was in a halfway house.
Yeah. Yeah, remember from like 1989 to about 94?
So, it was, so
And do you know who owned the house that he was in?
Who?
The same white people that ran the apartheid government, and they had access to him. So they told him, "Hey, listen, when you come out and you take this throne, make sure the white people retain the land and don't chase anybody out." And this is why they praised this guy, and they made this guy a hero. And now, when it comes to Bob, it's going to be a history lesson. When Zim got its independence, and Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister, they had this meeting at the Lancaster House, and then they agreed that reparations were going to be paid. The land that had been occupied by the white people that had not been paid for will be paid for. And that agreement was honored up until Tony Blair came into office. And then he went back on his word. And said, "Now, we ain't paying you niggas nothing." And Bob was like, "All right, cool, so we're taking our land back." So then he checked out the white people, took the land back, and guess what the headlines on BBC was? Dictator. How dare he kicks white people out? How very dare he?
Anyway.
So yeah, I think I believe your version.
I think another thing that's giving people a little bit of fear when it comes to talking about the TB Joshua issue. And I don't know if this rumor has any...
Where are we going with this?
The woman with the crazy eyes?
No. Well, that was another lady who was in the
I've
trade.
seen the memes, though.
That eye, when he looked into my eyes?
How?
I'm not laughing.
Wait, so what's the other thing that's making...
Oh, right. Apparently, whoever talks ill about this same TB Joshua issue is having some misfortune happen in their lives. Point in case, a lot of people are saying Simon Mwewa is in prison because he spoke ill about TB Joshua. Have you heard that one?
No.
I love theories. I love them.
I feel like people are just bored.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so too. But anyway.
So what are the odds that we're considering we've spoken about him today?
Anybody spoke ill.
People are not bored. People are actually, they believe. You know this thing where you have this, don't say anything about my papa?
Yeah.
So what they're saying is, I told you, man of God, don't speak about a man of God like that. Something's going to happen to you. And they're going to people's posts who said anything, who some calamity has happened, and they're doing
Yeah, but you know what that is again is you can find anything to back up your bias. If you've got you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. If you've got your theory that the Earth is flat, there are going to be people that are going to look for things that support their bias.
Yeah, it's called confirmation bias. Right?
Yeah. So you will find something.
you will
that
find,
confirms
yeah.
it.
I feel like for the documentary, I feel like you need to watch it with like an open mind. You don't need to necessarily watch it as a Papa follower, and also you don't need to watch it as a hater. So you need to like strike a balance so you understand both aspects. Because this side, like you said, they've got their own bias and they will support and defend. This side also has their points and they will support and defend. So at the end of the day, it's up to your
don't be
opinion.
sheep, man.
Dude, I think one thing that maybe hasn't been brought up so much, I don't know how many interviews you've done. Do you get interviewed a lot or you're the one always doing
I'm always
interviews?
the one interviewing.
How did you get into the media space?
By accident.
How so?
So like I was a computer scientist once upon a time.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Something in common.
Yeah, I was waiting for...
Oh, you've got a lot in common.
You were saying?
I did some work for like a bank. I don't want to mention names. And then they told me, we're gonna for the longest time I was mad at this bank because maybe like they just played me, but maybe I was just not good enough. You never know these things. So I left the bank and I stayed for like a year without doing anything. And as a guy, if you're staying at your parents' house, it starts to get to you and it starts to eat you up. But before when I was in uni, I had tried out for a show called Dreams. It was on ZMBC then.
The singing competition thing.
So I used to be hosted by Cleo, like the first 3 seasons.
Which Cleo?
Ice Cream.
The toes on that woman, Jesus Christ.
You were saying, Medad?
Yeah, so it used to be hosted by Cleo. And then after Cleo, I think Cleo left for a bit. So there was a vacancy. So they posted an ad on Facebook and said, we're looking for a new presenter. And I never really did the media space, but in uni, I used to host a bunch of gigs.
Right.
So I was like, hey, let me try this out. So I remember going to this interview and I get there and then there were like about 50 people there. And then I was the first to be interviewed or auditioned. And my audition was exactly 1 minute. Right? And then I had to wait for everybody to find the conclusion.
That's how long he lasts in bed.
And then the next guy goes in, it's like 10 minutes. The next guy goes in, it's like 20. I'm like, what did I do wrong in there? I was there for a minute. Yeah, and then they interview everybody and the producer comes out and says, young man, could you buy me some airtime? I'm like, okay. They've been sending me now. So I get the 50 kwacha and I rode down the street, buy him airtime. When I came back, everybody was gone and told me, welcome to Dreams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of started. But it was on ZMBC, so it didn't really catch so much heat or fire. But then
That says a lot about ZMBC.
One person could like recognize me here and there. Yeah, so fast forward, I go back to uni, finish my school. The computer science breaks my heart. I leave, I'm home for like a year. And then I was living in North Medad, like with my best friend. And then there was a show called Date My Family. So on Date My Family, the producer calls me saying, hey, you've got a nice looking home. Like, it's all right. Can we use it to shoot a particular episode? I was like, because this guy doesn't have a house. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Pull up. So they came to my house and it just made everyone comfortable. You know, like this crew. And I just like to interact. So I was interacting with everybody. After the episode was shot at my house, they tell me, hey, dude, I think you fit the profile. Do you want to be on this show? I was like, no. And then somehow they managed to convince me to be on the show. And I joined, I went on this show.
As what?
So Date My Family works as, like, it's a girl going through houses.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of the 3 houses that this girl said girl visited.
One of the eligible bachelors?
Yes.
Did she pick you?
Obviously.
And what happened after she picked you?
Nah, she's good people.
Did you smash?
Huh?
All of a sudden it's going deaf here, right?
You say what?
Now we tried to kick it for a bit, but it didn't work out.
Did you smash though?
It didn't work out. Osen.
What, the smash?
Why do you feel it didn't work out?
Hold on, I want to answer my question.
He's not gonna tell you.
Yes, he is. The smashing or the dating didn't work out.
Huh? See, what is he saying? Moving on. So I knew it. So fast forward.
Was she pretty though?
She was a nice girl. Yes.
Are you still in touch?
And I don't even know where she is, dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When you move on, eh?
I mean, I move.
Wait, so was the chemistry real? That was just like manufactured.
Because the thing about my family is she meets my family first. So she met my squad first. And she loved my squad. And that's why she came to me.
Wait, so how much of that show is real?
When I was on it, it was real. I don't know about now. It was as authentic as possible. Like my guys were just them. I was just being me.
So when she met your family,
yeah.
Let's say you introduce a girl to your family now, right?
Yeah.
Do they then say, this is the second girl you're introducing to us? Or to them, this was a TV show, so she doesn't really count.
Also, fun fact is, like, the people that represented me were not my brother and my 2 best friends were there. So it was my brother, JB, Sammy, who's still my best friend now, and Jake, who's late. So it was them. So to them, that's my family. I didn't take her all the way to the cabin. I think my mother has seen like 1 girl. Yeah?
Yeah. And it didn't work out.
Unfortunately, dog.
Do you think the time you take the second one to her, your mom will be like,
Yeah, mom is very skeptical now. I feel she's very skeptical. Like, because like recently, there's this girl that took me to church once.
Wow.
Yeah, and then everybody at church that were mom's friends told her about it, and then she's been mom's favorite for the longest time.
And the girl that you introduced to your mom, did your mom like her?
No.
She didn't.
No.
Because she didn't take you to church.
No, but then the girl that took me to church, mom loved her.
Wait, why didn't your mom like the other girl?
She just didn't. Like, I think her spirit was off. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. The both of you. If you introduce a girl to your mom or to your parents, and mom's is like, no, do you still go ahead and marry the girl?
Actually, you can.
You can still.
No, I'm not saying can you or can't you. I'm saying you as an individual. Do you do it? Yeah.
I don't think I would, because they already created enough rift. And I love like relations. Like, I want to go to my father's house, my father-in-law's house, and have a drink. I want them to come to my parents' house and have a drink.
You don't want your mom giving a girl that face when you walk in.
If you're married and you introduce a girl to your mom and your mom doesn't like her,
I wouldn't, and I'll tell you why. My mom, like his mom, is a very spiritual person, and every time I've gone against my mom's word,
It doesn't work.
she comes back with those eyes that say, she doesn't say the words, but it's one of those I told
They
you
do
so.
say I tell you so without telling you.
Exactly. She just give you that eye like, and walks off, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Plot twist. What if your mom is a witch, right? And then your mom identifies that this girl is going to expose that I've been a witch all along, and so she's bad. So we can't bring this saint into this house with her good intentions and whatnot.
This prophetess, nice.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah, that's just plot twist though.
That's a serious one. Yeah.
Anywho, so Date My Family
Yeah, so
sort of takes you into the industry.
Yeah, so fast forward, like the episode just like kind of blows up. Like I'm at the mall and I get recognized here and there. Girls that like, yeah. So during that period, my Instagram and my Facebook was booming. It was like crazy. Yeah. So one of the producers, Always Mwape, had messaged me. He said, "Hey, dog, I just watched your episode on Date My Family, and I think you've got something. Would you want to come and do a screen test?" But it took me a while to see it because like there was so much backlog. So when I eventually saw it, I went to do this. Like I texted him and he was like, "Oh, okay, so you should come through." So I told him. Luckily, my best friend just started working on Zuba as well. Yeah, he's a DOP currently right now.
what's DOP?
Director of
programs.
photography. And then he's like, dude, let's even go together. So we go for this screen test and we do this. Initially, I think I was supposed to stay there for like a day. I was supposed to go in, get fired, and then dip. Like I was supposed to be there on set for one day. And then we did the screen test and it just worked. And that's how I stayed 4 seasons later. I'm still there. And then everything I've done there has been linked.
Just to wait.
On Zuba.
What are you doing there?
I'm an actor.
Oh, seriously?
You guys are an actor now.
No, I only know 2 people.
What's like this thing of communicating on social media? You know, I also went back to some of the posts I did like 2 years ago. And I find he's written a message on one of my posts saying, you should come and try it for TV, but I've still not been.
Yeah. So,
Wait, so what's your thing? Your character there?
yeah, so there's this the character I play on there is like this designer. He's like very nosy. I feel like the way they write that character, the way
It's loosely based off you?
Are you a nosy fella?
No, dog. No, it's so different from me, but it's so easy to play because also like I think the writer started giving me some sort of artistic liberty, so I can twist it in a way that I feel is appropriate for the character.
Right.
Yeah. So it's been quite interesting. So he's a designer and he's just trying to work his way up to the top.
I heard Mwaka's pregnant. Is that true?
Like in real life?
Huh?
Is she? I don't know.
It's deaf again.
Guys, how did I come here?
Gob, you heard that, didn't you? No?
Yeah, nobody's heard anything, bro.
No, haven't you heard that, Ludo?
Also, you have everybody's number.
What kind of producer are you? I'll
give
call
her
her.
a call,
Yeah, I'll
dog.
call her right now. Call her right now. I don't care. What you think this is? Yo, people in here, y'all are vaginas.
No, we just don't have people's numbers.
You don't have what?
We don't have people's numbers like you do.
No, I said vagina.
In reference to what you're saying, that's
No,
still qualifies as a cuss
I could
word.
have used the P word. It's a clinical
So
term, sir.
I also feel like you should add another 20 because instead of using the P word at first, use another word. That's a cuss word.
Who?
Did you say cunt?
What did I
No,
say?
he said, I can't say the word.
What did I say?
D-I ... Put the 20 culture in there.
said what?
That's a cuss word.
Who did he call?
What are you talking about?
Who did he tell that?
He was talking about.
Oh, he called me a...
Yes.
No, I never called you that. What are you talking about?
Are you actually calling her?
Yeah, I'm calling her.
Huh, okay. Can I have a drink?
I don't like talking about people behind their backs.
Let's do it in front of their faces.
Yeah. I don't know. She normally calls back.
The Victoria Falls one?
Yeah, the Victoria Falls one. I can't really say it.
The number called did not answer.
Thank you so
She
much.
knows what you're about to ask.
Yeah, she normally calls back.
Yeah.
Also, you're on Zuba.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
So that's been like one of the gigs. And then everything like I did has been linked. Like from there, Uncle Imbani, like one of the directors on Zuba got a show called Uncle Imbani. Went and did that. And then from Zuba, one of the producers, one of the directors got a show, Nancy. Shout out to Nancy. She's amazing. She put me on. Because I've always wanted to know how it feels like to be number one on the call sheet. Yeah, and that's where Wanilata came from. And that happened. For Power TV and Power FM, when I did Dreams, Kenny Tonga was one of the judges.
Right.
So he told me, son, when the time is right, I'm going to call you. And I thought he was just joking. And this one time, he just rang me and was like, that time is now. So pull up. And I went to the office. So now that's Also part of the.
You know what one of the biggest mind Fs is when you date my family.
Yeah.
And now your inbox is like inundated with chicks. Is you are on a show where you have got a girlfriend publicly, and now suddenly all the girls now want you, and they now know that you've got a girlfriend.
But I think it's always like that. Like every time I'm in like a relationship is when I have like the highest market value. It's so weird.
No woman wants a man that no other woman wants. So
And they're still the same ones that complain when guys didn't cheat. Like make your mind up. Who are we cheating with?
Yes.
how much pressure? I mean, with all those platforms you've mentioned, they're sort of putting you like in the spotlight. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how much pressure do you have? Especially, let's talk about the DMs,
I feel like
real life at the mall. Yeah.
I feel like fame is like, you remember when like Pablo Escobar was arrested by the Colombian government and he told them, you can't arrest me, I'm going to create my own prison.
And he did.
Yeah, and he did. But then I feel like that's what kind of fame is for me now.
That
Yeah,
you create
it's
your own
a
prison.
but it has all the luxuries in it. Yeah, so it's like, that's like my definition. And that's how I feel. Like, it's a really beautiful feeling. Like I don't like it's nice when I walk into a room and I don't have to introduce myself. Like it's nice like that. But then there's the other parts where it's like if I see you on TV, your space is my space.
I hate that.
Yeah, like I don't care about your spaces, and you have to be happy all the time. I don't care what you. Yeah, if I'm here, I want my selfie. I want it now.
You remember what happened to Slap D? You know the story, right?
From the gym.
Yeah, because sometimes
When I
you
was
just
leaving the
you're not,
gym.
yeah, you're not just in a space mentally to deal with photos or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. Like, if I see you on TV, you're famous. I own you. Yeah, so
And you can't say no to me.
not really, because now that's what the scary.
No, I'm saying that's what they think.
Yeah.
That I can't say.
But I do say no sometimes. I would just tell you not today. And
Not today?
people will think it's rude, but sometimes I'm just in a space where I just can't deal with that pressure. Yeah. And I'm just like, it's just that word.
But you know what's crazy is
All right.
a lot of the time it feels like when somebody has, I mean, there's been books written about this. There've been songs that have been made about fame and how it's a drug. Holy Grail by Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake they're talking about
It's
fame.
an ode to fame, yeah.
Right? How the lengths that people go to stay relevant, to remain in the conversation, because it kind of feels like you lose yourself.
It is.
The minute you taste fame and you sort of now begin to fade into the background, you can't deal with that.
Yeah, because the times when I'm like, I would never do that, and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is not even me. Yeah, but then it's because like you don't realize you're chasing clout sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever done?
Oh, thank you.
Have you ever done something to sort of like stay relevant?
Maybe not intentionally. Like I wouldn't like roll out like a game plan for the year.
Like I'm gonna post nudes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because I feel like I'm doing so much, so something will sustain something. Yeah, so I've never really felt the pressure. So if I lose value on radio, I'll still have value on TV as a presenter. If I lose value as a presenter, I'll still have value as an actor. If I lose, now I just started content creation. Like I'm an influencer now. So now there's that. So like there's always something that gives me some sort of relevance. So I've never really felt, unless if everything dies at the same time, maybe.
Yeah, that's
might
You
have that
fall back
conversation.
still on a computer science degree, so
Oh, so did you complete your degree?
I did.
Did you work? Did you do any work?
the bank.
I worked for I worked for a bank for I did an internship at the bank and then worked for a certain bank, and then that certain bank didn't call me back. Fun fact: the people I was training were my replacements.
You're training people not knowing that you're training them to come and replace you.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So after that,
This bank's ain't loyal.
when computer science broke my heart, and then I found this leeway.
So what were you doing?
So my networking mostly.
Networking?
Was my niche.
How bad was your performance
Bruh,
for
you can't
to-
talk about computer science and you're talking about networking.
I was coding for a bit. I coded for a bit, but then
that's where the money
networking was
is.
what they needed me to do there. Yeah.
That's where the money is, the networking. Sorry, the software.
Software development.
I feel like when it's networking, there's like niche pockets within networking. Like if you do Cisco,
Yeah.
oh man, you got more money than God.
A CCNA certification.
SCCNA is like the entry. The higher up you go.
I never did it. Also, maybe
What, Cisco?
No, I never did it.
Ooh, you'd be untouchable right now.
Oh, yeah, 'cause if this media thing doesn't work, we might as well
You
just
head back to.
You're looking at easily $20,000 a month.
Dollars.
Yeah. As a salary, not even your own company, as a salary.
Probably should have stayed.
But the messed up, and I'm happy to just like give away free information like this. But the messed up thing about Cisco is your degree expires every 2 years.
Because computers is constantly evolving, so I don't think.
Yeah, so you have to
information-
constantly renew. So you only have your thing
really
for
dope.
every 2 years.
That should be taken to more professions than just computers. You know what I mean? Because
You know what else? You know what else? You know what other certificate should expire? Is your marriage certificate.
I knew it was gonna take it there.
No, but don't you guys agree? Like I feel like the first 2 years when you get married,
you're pretending to each
no,
other.
it's not like you're pretending. I feel like you should have an option to renew that after 2 years.
Food for thought.
Yeah, but that's actually logical.
Like, are you
But
still
the thing
feeling the
about
same?
love is-
Exactly. In fact, after the 2 years, you cannot renew until 3 months later. So it expires for 3 months, and then 3 months later, you can then say, yes, we still want to renew.
We still feel the same about
We still
each
feel the same way.
Yeah, but then the thing about marriage is that you're married, right?
Yeah.
So it's not every time that like you fall in and out of love all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna work.
Yeah, bro, but you would be surprised how many people will not renew that contract.
Quitters.
I actually like this marriage thing. I actually want to do the marriage thing. I feel like
No, you should.
I feel like
should.
where I am now, I feel like these short relationships are too easy. Yeah, so I feel like marriage would be something that would be more challenging and more interesting.
But do you think like it's going to be a lot more difficult now, with all the fame, the money's
Oh,
coming in?
now it's crazy. Now it's wild. Like right now, I haven't really had like a proper relationship in a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
And for two reasons. You've got too many options now.
Yep.
And also, whoever you're going to date is going to have trust issues because you've got too many options.
That's the thing. Do I even have many options?
Oh, you do, bro.
Okay.
You're on TV, on a screen.
You
so
probably don't know about them.
I'm just okay. Yeah, but
Only the
I'm very
brave
particular
ones.
about what I want. To be honest.
They're there.
Yeah.
They're just
what
waiting for you to
what
make
do
a
you
move.
want?
Huh?
Or what do you want?
Right now, I just
what
want
sort of
some
woman?
sort of stability.
What sort of
And
woman
then-
do you want?
Huh?
What sort of woman?
What sort of woman?
Yeah, he says stability.
I used to have a type. Like,
I ain't got no type.
yeah, I can't, bro. Like, if you lined up my exes, they would look the same if they're facing this direction.
Also, it was about the Nyash.
Not really. Like, they were just similar. But then there's a girl that I recently met. I think we had a conversation at your house about this girl. Yeah. She was definitely not my type. But then she changed my perspective.
Right.
Yeah, because I actually genuinely found happiness.
Oh, man, this guy's been through...
Yo, dog.
A lot.
If he wants to write a book and I want to write a book, jeez.
His would be thicker.
Mebantu will have a filled day. Hey, let me tell you the craziest thing. I know I digress. Let me tell you the craziest thing that happened one of the craziest things that happened that night. The other thing I don't know if I can talk about. So we had a games night at my house and he came like with a whole bunch of other people. And we were playing 30 Seconds, the Zambian version. Tell me why. So the other guy that was there was Kalinga. What's the pilot? What's his last name? Kamwendo. Tell me why one of the clues on the game was Kalinga Kamwendo.
Because he's married in life.
Wait, is it hype cards?
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Yeah, they use a lot of Zambian issues.
No, they're all Zambian.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it makes sense that they put it
He's
there.
made it. My boy has made it in life. He's chilling.
I don't know if I can speak about what happened after that. You remember I sent you the photos? I
Yeah,
sent you the
because
photos too.
Yeah.
And what was crazy about because this is something I never mentioned to you when I had my First tell your story then I'll.
It's not my story to tell, so I don't know if he wants it out there.
Yeah,
But I
anyway.
don't think he would like to have it out there.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. I had right now I couldn't drive here. My brother had to drop in because I still have some sort of PTSD. Yeah, because 2 days before Christmas I flipped.
Serious?
Yeah.
Sad, man.
Yeah, I had this. I was coming from something. I think I was tired and maybe just I hit the sidewalk and then
what else?
Huh?
Yeah.
I was just tired and maybe just overthinking.
Yeah.
Also, don't let a man
dog. Yeah.
lose his endorsements.
No,
and stuff.
he was mumbling. This is an audio. He needs to speak directly into the microphone. I couldn't hear.
I was tired.
Every time you post, you spoke about you're now into vlogging and content creation. Every time you post, you always look like a group of guys. You guys are always heading somewhere.
Livingston. I never move without my squad. Those are my ride or
Are they
dies.
also benefiting from your fame? Like,
Are they?
Are benefiting from your fame.
In what way are you asking exactly?
That's what I want to.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Are they benefiting?
You know what that's called? There's no other way to describe this without using the P word. So I'm going to use the P word.
So we're already?
Yes, right there.
So I'm not going to say it then.
No, I feel like they are.
It's called trickle down P. It trickles down from you.
But also it depends. Like I think one of them is like in a stable relationship, so it's not moving mad like that.
Right.
Yeah, but then the rest are... Yeah,
That's at your house right now? You should not have made any sound. After looking at whatever you're looking at. Anyway, Medad, dude. And then, well, friends aside, we know how that goes. I shouldn't even have asked that. We know how that one goes.
No, but then like our friend outings are always just like the best. To be honest. Yeah.
You have the best time outs. I check out your...
And half the time, like, you know those trips where like you show that you're alone, but you're not alone. Yeah, and mostly that's how it is.
I can pick up a bit of envy in your voice there.
Yeah, there is.
There is,
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
About that.
That's it podcast.
There it was.
Oh, man. Shame.
Dude,
No, it's okay, brother. I mean,
every time.
That's all our path. Eventually, we are all going to end up in the same prison.
Dude, every time
Can you
a
see
man...
the little tears in his eyes right now?
Why? What's that saying again about...
Did you notice how Gob just started like chucking down his beat?
What have I done? What have I done? Every time, and it's not just women, men. Every time somebody changes their hairstyle completely,
A woman is behind
usually,
it.
Oh no.
it's usually there's a major change happening inside them. You had
Dreadlocks.
was that you'd call them were they dreadlocks?
Yeah.
What
And
happened?
then you are now with a fade.
It was time.
Nothing changed inside you.
Okay. I think the memories, like, because I woke up one day and just like, hey, let's go. And I rang up Nyampande because they're like my people, and I just went there and like cut it off. What might have prompted it was I feel like it was just time. Initially, I wanted to cut on my birthday. That was like because I cut it my hair like maybe like 3 days or 4 days before.
Right.
Yeah. Initially, I was like, I'm gonna cut on my birthday, so it's a new change or whatever. But that wasn't even the reason, to be honest. I feel
your
like
hairline was receding?
no, really. That was intentional.
What was intentional?
The style.
So was your hairline not receding?
No.
But do the dreadlocks make your hairline recede?
I think they do, to be honest.
What was the intention again?
Huh?
When you say that was intentional, what was the intention?
Because the way I styled my hair was like I wanted to have some sort of feeling of a brush cut still, in as much as to have. So I used to leave like a little item here, so that I can still have a proper lining in. Yeah.
Did the ladies like the 3 dreadlocks you had on your forehead? Like, would they talk about it?
Oh, my girl then liked the
She
hair.
liked it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she loved it.
Oh, she had something to grab every time you were naughty?
Yeah. Yeah,
say what?
she's very
the choice of
moderate.
Gosh.
Slowly, the choice
So
of words
yeah,
are
just
changing.
like initially I just cut it because I feel like it was time. And also, like for the longest time, like even now, I still get but that was like your signature look. But that made you special. Now, what made me special, or what makes me special, is me, not my hair.
Yeah, true.
So I wanted to just like, and now, like, obviously, I can still prove that I'm still good at what I do, regardless of like the signature hair.
Does that affect some of the roles that you play? Like if you're playing a role,
Like I had
on
to
TV?
build up. I had to build up to the haircut. Like I've been telling my Zuba team I'm gonna cut my hair for 3 years straight. They started calling me the boy that cried wolf. Because one day I'm like, hey, this is the week. And I don't do it.
Like
This is the week. This is
Coin
the
has
week.
been making the same noise for the longest time.
Yeah. And then the day I did it, they didn't even believe I did it. I just went and cut it.
Did you feel like your personality changed a little bit? Because sometimes, what you wear shapes a lot of
My
how you're gonna-
personality that has changed. Even the people that I think I attract has changed.
Serious. Huh?
The women you attract, or people in general.
And women, please.
And the businesses as well.
And
that
the
you're
businesses
attracting.
as
The
well,
brands
yeah.
that you're attracting now is different.
But then the thing about my brand is it found a perfect balance between corporate and street. which is something I was very happy about because I like to double in both. Yeah, but now it's more
double in both.
It's making it seem like you swing both ways, eh?
No, I'm
not making it sound
straight as
anyway.
they come.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah. Yeah, but now after the new hair, I think it's more leaning on to the corporate side, which I don't have a problem with, but I still love this other side.
Dude, are you ever in public, like, chilling in a public place, restaurant, pub, and then you just want to be yourself, but you can't because of your brand now?
Like a lot of things that have changed. Like also, like I can't get shit faced anymore. Okay, crap.
You know what I mean? Just can't.
My wallet is way over there.
Bring it.
It's in my jacket somewhere.
Oh man, this where job will be full by December.
We're going to have
Order in the house is what we're gonna have.
Toss it.
20 kwacha for him as well.
All right, I'll put in advance.
Let's put a 50 kwacha.
Nah.
So we'll give you a discount on the third one. So you've paid 15 in advance. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I can't let loose anymore. Like
I really hate when that happens. Like you can't just be yourself anymore.
so
Does
Because
that happen to you?
yeah, dude, I used to do a lot of Coppola dance moves when I got, but nowadays I feel a little reserved. Like, okay.
there are times when like I would forget.
Yeah.
Also like when I'm walking at the mall and I'm like, why are they staring? Why are they staring at me? And then I'm like, oh, TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. But sometimes I just like, especially if I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
And we're like, say, in a not so bad location. Like if the location is at least classy, then I'll throw a dance move or two here and there.
And now you have to be careful not to leave bills because even if it's someone in your clique, in your clique who hasn't
First
paid,
thing I'll read about it tomorrow
it's
morning.
Medad. And his friends did not pay this bill.
Yeah. So there's...
Speaking of bills, the gun issue, guys.
That was about a bill. I was so shocked. What happened? I was convinced
What was it about?
There was a shooting
the gun issue at Black.
At Black.
I don't know why I'd mentioned the name of the restaurant. It's not like Rocky did anything to us, and Rocky's going to be a guest here. Just at a club at Quickfire Mall.
No censor, no pressure.
So what happened?
What's that? And it's all over. Whether I mentioned it or not, it's all over, bro.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be here though. But what happened though? What about the bill? What happened?
Apparently there's an altercation about the bill, and then the guy that was paying got upset and shot the friend. And then
Wait,
also
the guy. Wait. What was the story? Or the altercation? What, one guy didn't want to pay or
I think
contribute
maybe
towards
he
the bill?
didn't have it like that. I don't know.
Dude, listen to this. Brief summary. So police in Lusaka have detained a man identified as Isaac Mutale after he shot his friend Richard Deezer during a heated argument while they were drinking alcohol at the named place. The incident happened January 13th, 2024 around 1 a.m. at Twin Palm Mall in Salama Park. In a media statement issued, police spokesperson Ray Hamonga said brief facts for the matter are that the victim and suspect were drinking beer when an argument occurred leading to the shooting incident. Mr. Hamonga said the pistol which was used in the act has been recovered while the victim has been admitted in Levin Wanilata Teaching Hospital.
No, she's still alive.
He said the victim sustained injuries as well as broken both legs.
Yeah, so maybe it went through.
Also, it went through one, out the other.
I'm assuming.
There's a girl involved.
I figured. I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
The
So
guy,
it was just a bill.
the guy that was shot was talking to the other guy's girlfriend, right?
Did you see the video? There's a video that came out
the
where
only
that
video I
guy.
saw was the guy limping out and being rushed to the
Okay,
hospital.
did you see the video of the guy who did the shooting, actually explaining?
No.
Because I'm not sure about the
Yeah,
girl incident, but what he says, this is his theory. He went into the car, and then the person who rocked up to him to say, "Oh, you haven't paid the bill." They start having an altercation. Then he says his boy saw that he had a gun and wanted to reach for his gun, and that's how whatever drama happened.
Of course you'd say that because he's the one that's...
He's the one that
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he didn't look phased at all. He didn't look bothered. He just looked.
Yeah, most gun owners
But
don't
why is he
get
talking?
phased.
Why is he not in jail?
Oh no, that was actually the police asking him. That was the video that came out. So he was with the police at the time.
There was another story that I heard about some cops that killed another cop. You know about it, right?
The fireworks one we spoke about in the last episode.
No. You are in the group. The one that we saw where the cop was wearing his uniform still.
With an AK-47 by a police
With an
station. like
AK-40,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the one that I was
said
talking
it
about
was
the fireworks,
suicide,
yeah, that I know. But then there was another one that was shared in the group where a police officer was like laying on the ground.
Yeah. In full uniform.
In full uniform, the green one.
The one with the stripes.
What's going on with guns? I think that
gun
easy.
culture is
I think
becoming a
easy to
thing, yeah.
find. Is that what's going on,
Well, starting to sound like America as well, eh?
bro? What's
Talk
that?
about
What's
gun regulation and all.
Go up.
So.
Do we
like
like
to
to
get
have
a
gun regulations that are proper?
yeah? Let's
Yeah,
ask
we do.
Gob
There's
about
a
that.
process actually.
Even getting a license.
Okay, so apparently getting a license, it's not that kind of hard.
So I can rock up at any gun store and like buy one and then get
No,
a license
Not
there.
necessarily.
Not necessarily. You have to tell them why you want the gun. So if you tell them, okay, I'm an enforcement person.
meteor.
Yeah, I'm a meteor
Is that
person.
valid?
I've got headers on my neck. They might grant you.
Huh, okay.
It's not that difficult to get a license.
So
actually.
where do you go and to say that to a police station?
You go to the police station, which is HQ. Then you go to your local council, and then like you need to be known in the community. You need to be somebody. So like literally all of you can have a gun. You can have guns because.
And where do you buy the gun?
So you
The shops on Cairo Road.
Yeah, on Cairo,
they
there's like
are-
a gun
Plenty.
store there.
there are two licenses. There's one license where you get the license to purchase a gun. Then one license to own a gun. So there are two licenses you have to get actually.
Also, two purchased into on two different
Two,
licenses.
yeah, two
Do they
different-
do a background check on you?
Yes. One thing he hasn't mentioned. You do have to do a background check. So what happens
Who
is
does
when
the background check?
the police have to do the background check. So when you're requesting for it, they have to clear you to make sure you're not a criminal. You haven't done anything shady. And after that's cleared, then you can now.
That's the only
purchase
background
it.
check they do. But they're leaving out one extremely crucial background check.
Which is
Are you of sound mind?
ooh.
Because
Yeah,
if you've
that-
got some screws missing
No, that
in your
is actually
head,
it. I've actually inquired. And also you have to go for some minor gun training, right? Some gun training of some sort.
never
Don't you
mind.
just like the Cairo Road one? Does it have like a range?
You have to go for...
So don't you just like
you don't have to go for gun training. Go. You sure? Just the money.
But guys, never mind about all that. There are
Sanity.
there are a lot of mentally disturbed people that own guns, and those are the ones that you need to look out for. Never mind the criminals.
For me, even in this case, it's the same gunshot. That guy is more likely to go scot-free.
Which one?
The same Isaac shooting incident.
Why is that?
Reason being, if he has papers and if he has license, we just put an argument to say it was self-defense.
But you have to prove the self-defense
He was being attacked.
How?
He was being followed to the car.
for not paying the bill.
Yes, so he was being followed to the car and then he was being arrested. So
No,
who
but
hit
once again, that's his version.
What are
You
the witnesses,
understand?
what are the
So
witnesses saying?
check. Look at it, Elson. If I hit you first, I offended you, and you acted in the heat of passion. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So meaning, if that guy approached him first, then he can get away with it.
But approach does not mean anything. Me approaching you is not a threat.
But he can.
Do you
argue-
understand?
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
one. Number two, I'm approaching you in a parking lot.
yeah?
This is not your house.
not your house, yeah.
I'm not getting into your yard. This is a parking lot.
Public space.
You understand? Three, what is my demeanor like when I am approaching you? Am I cursing? Am I yelling? Am I aggressive? Number four, if you did not pay your bill, should I yell from the club to say, hey, bro, you did not? No, I'm going to come to you. And I'm going to say, hey, bro, you did not, you're a respectable person. So I have to whisper this into your ear that, hey, bro, your bill is unpaid. So approaching a person in a public place does not constitute self-defense.
Also, another thing of concern to me, the one you mentioned, the one with the fireworks and the guy,
Right.
where did that happen from?
I think the guys were from Chilanga.
It was a public space as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Like at a pub or something.
Was it a party though?
At a party.
Yeah.
There's no regulation of like displaying and shooting some like a firearm in like a public space. You can
Disturbing the peace or something.
you can just like rock it up and just
And the other thing as well, look, correct me if I'm wrong. If you own a firearm and you claim self-defense, I am pretty certain that there's an argument to be made that are there measures that you put in place before you pull out a gun to either defend yourself, to de-escalate the situation? Because if you come at me in a threatening way, the gun is not going to be the first resort. You do
Also,
get what I mean?
Aren't you supposed to fire like a warning shot before you shoot
Bam,
someone?
exactly.
You are supposed to, right?
So I don't know about this scot-free thing, bro. I
so
feel
chances
like
are
if he's
he might
got
be
a
Depends on
charged.
how good his lawyer is.
yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say the
yeah.
same thing. If he has can,
And
maybe
if
he
he
might
has
go
racks,
free.
if he has racks, it's come.
But I think the gun issue, it's a little bit like the the rules are a little bit outdated. So I think they're going to update them a little bit, because even how you acquire a gun and how you get a gun, how to use a gun, and about the warning shot and everything, most people don't really go through training. Most people who I know and have guns, they don't go through training. You just get a gun from South Africa, you get your license, boom, you have a gun, just like that.
And are there specific types of guns that you're allowed to buy? And
Yes.
You can't buy an AK-47,
So you can't buy like a semi-automatic or an automatic weapon?
AK-47, no.
You can't buy semi-automatic.
So where do they draw the line?
Your qualifications of military training.
Your what?
Qualification of military training.
No, I'm saying what kind of guns? So where do they draw the line to
handguns.
say?
Probably handguns. For what I know, air guns, you don't need a license for air guns. But for these propelled guns, I think up to... Should I mention names of guns here? No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
The
so also when
MC
applying,
M16.
right, for the gun, you have to say what you're going to use it for. So definitely if you say things like self-defense, hunting, if you have, like he said, a special skill or whatever, that's a different type of ammunition. But you can't say, I want to go hunting with a pistol. So they're going to scrutinize also what you're saying and the sort of gun you want, and whether you can legally acquire that gun.
But for me, this just gives me fear of going out now, because
I don't think I can
2
own a gun.
incidences in 2 weeks.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
So which just translates to
No,
the fact
2
that we
weeks,
don't have
actually.
proper gun culture, and like the regulations are not just working.
Would you like to own a gun though?
I don't think I have sound mind to own a gun.
That's my point.
Your temper.
Eish.
Kala
I
tripa
think
wa-
you need to be a call to the police spokesperson to come and air this thing like clearly.
Ray. Yeah,
need to
Ray
call Ray
Hamonga.
Hamonga, yeah.
No, we should. You've got a short temper.
Not really. I just don't like nonsense. So I feel like I don't have the right minds to own one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would.
And you'll quickly
I
regret
feel like,
it, but in the moment...
yeah, I
either
feel
you're
like it would be my first option, not my last. Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't want to own a gun.
Plus the Copala I knew.
Yeah, and then there's also that.
Oh, you're from Copala.
Yeah, Chingola.
Chingola.
Yeah, Monachkola B.
I was having a conversation with Mix. I think I told you this earlier. He was telling me the other day, what's up with you Copala guys, and how you've been nothing on the Copperbelt, and when you come to Lusaka within months, your rep just...
No, it's in the water, I guess.
You're from Chingola.
Yeah, I'm from Chingola. I was born there.
Ish, man, you're washed. I would have never guessed it from the Copperbelt.
I mean,
What's that?
He doesn't behave like anybody from the Copperbelt.
I think like Lusaka has like bush-washed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
like
so.
I don't, even like when I go back like to the Copperbelt, I don't think I fit in anymore.
I feel lost when I'm in the Copperbelt nowadays, eh?
Yeah.
I was in Kitwe when
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah, I told you that last week.
Yeah, I don't fit in anymore. But also, if I had stayed there, I would have like stuck on the Jerobo side.
Yeah, because I think the two Jerobo HQs, if I may, Kitwe and Chingola.
Yeah, and then I even have some of them on speed.
Still.
But are they still like as menacing right now?
Not really. They're more corporate now.
Yeah.
And I think they've got people to do the menacing now. They're chilling. They're just living their best life.
They done upgraded.
Yeah.
I've heard crazy stories though about Jerobos.
Yo.
Especially from Kalenga.
Yeah.
No, but it is like a different
this man has
space over there.
I'll tell you.
He's lived his life.
He's
lived.
mad. He's lived. If he tells you some of the stuff that he went through in his previous life,
You know, there's a time on the Copperbelt where all of us, like late teens, would just aspire to join the Jerobo clique.
Yeah, because back in the day, like I remember, like Jerobos would like the kids,
Yes.
would go into like the open, because Chingola is big on open pit mines.
Yeah.
And then they would like grab copper ore bags and then say make a 3,000 kwacha that day, and then they would spend it because they know they'll make another 3,000 kwacha tomorrow. So it was like that same culture that like really killed a lot of youths.
Dude, I have a feeling you have a very, very interesting Jerobo story you want to share with us.
No, I do not. I do not.
Any experience you've had, good or bad?
I've had a couple. Yeah, like
couple
first a couple.
bad or good?
Not really bad. Like recently when I was shooting Wanilata, we're on the Copperbelt, and then my producer Nancy, shout out Nancy, had this brilliant idea to shoot the opener from the Black Mountain. Yeah, and then these guys saw the cameras and thought, because that's when they had allowed them to like freely work at the Black Mountain.
Right.
Yeah, so we do our opener, we're just about, and then it just gets crazy. These guys come up, they start rocking up, and then now they realize it's me. You know, you are Zambezi. It's a first took. Now they take me to the side. They start because they know I'm from Power TV. They start doing freestyles. But then now my camera crew is in trouble. Like they're grabbing the cameras, they're taking it to their commander. Yeah, so I had Anson and I had to ring certain people. So I rang.
Did you call Sparks?
I rang one of the top dogs and I was like, hey, your people here. There's like, no, we can't shoot the The real news already reached him.
Wow.
No, the can't shoot. This and this. And then they gave us.
But pay the phone.
No, he didn't even into it. That was stuff came back.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we dipped. So we left. But it would have been so crazy if we didn't ring one of the top dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would have been sharing a different
story. And also the other crazy stories, actually when like girls are involved.
All the damn time, bro. I remember guys would lose girlfriends on the streets just because the Jarabo likes your girl.
I remember one time, I know he's gonna know this story because he's one of the superstars in our land. So we were at some apartment in Salama Park. And then we're just having a great time. And it's just like drinks and we're playing games. And then so I got curious. I was like, hey, you, what do you do for a living? I was like, no, and she explains what she does for a living. And I was like, are you seeing anybody? And then she mentions one of these names from the Copperbelt. I was like, wait, what? You're seeing who? I was like, yeah. Matter of fact, he's going to pass through. I was like, this is my cue. I'm going to head out. Now, the guys in there, they thought we were superstars. So I was like, I tell them, hey, this girl is dating this dude. Can we dip? Because if this man lands here, it's not going to be nice. Now they keep dilly-dallying. That's how the cruiser came. At the gate.
Oh, crap, I know exactly who it is.
So they call, the guy calls, hey, should I get? So
were you still in the house?
We're all still in the house, dog. So now we're in the house.
Was it her house? Was it her house?
It was her house, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the cruiser is outside. And I'm like, hey, who's at the gate? This girl's panicking now. And I even know it's wow. I just got up and went to the bathroom.
Dear Lord.
It's me, your faithful servant.
This girl is still not opening the door. The gate, rather. That's how he backed up the cruiser and hit the gate. I knew it's wow, dear. As I left the bathroom, went outside the house, like the apartment. Yeah, now the guys know it's getting real here.
Was it like a standalone house or there were different apartments?
No, there were like different apartments, dog. Right. So like I started going to the next one, like at the back.
Looked like it.
So he enters, and then he enters the house and he finds a bunch of niggas and he's like, I could hear what was going on. While I'm outside, I just hear claps inside. Superstars, dog. God, now this friend of mine is being dragged now. He's being dragged to the cruiser. I'm like, yo, it's fouled here. That's why I saw the opening. The gate was open. I was like, hey, this is not my fight. I told these niggas, let's go.
Terrible stories.
I was just like we went around the house.
Judas.
That was not a winning fight. There was nothing I could have done.
Wait, so the other guys that got clapped, are they like musicians? Are they like celebrities?
They're celebrities.
Wait, you're calling him a coward. What would you have preferred he does?
Who?
Him.
Me.
You're calling him a coward.
I would have gotten clapped as well.
You wanted him to stand and fight?
No, but
Bob Marley says he who runs away lives to fight another day.
You're not going to fight another day. You're still going to run away.
Know your audience, dog. I just like, hey, I know this, bro. I've known this.
Wait, so who did you say you knew? The Jarabo or?
Yeah, the Jarabo.
You know the guy?
Yeah.
Is he still like influential right now?
Very.
So where does he live? In Quickfire or here?
Copperbelt.
Where?
No, stop digging.
Once I mention the town, everybody will know.
Stop digging.
Yeah.
Stop digging.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's how that went. And then people had like bruises. I was like, hey, dude, you guys were like, why didn't you fight back? Say someone that ran, dog.
Copperbelt, man. Still entertaining, though.
I love it.
Another town that's coming up. I don't know if it's in Jarabos, though. Solwezi.
No, it's on the come up, I think. Yeah, because of the mines.
But one thing that I've picked up, or maybe it's just me, it feels like a lot of the development is only happening in Lusaka. The minute that you drive out and then you look at, like when you go to the Copperbelt, is there like a movie house at the very least?
Ndola.
No. Well,
Ndola. There's got more fresh view in Ndola.
Fresh view, but it's tiny.
Which one?
At Mukuba
Which
Mall.
one?
Like in the backyard of Mukuba Mall. Oh, they closed it. So literally there's no cinema on the Copperbelt.
It's like day and night when you look at the development that happens here.
Yeah.
Like if there was a split screen and somebody was to show you Lusaka on one side and then any random city on the other, you'd be like, these are two different countries.
Yeah, true.
There's no way that these are the
Yeah,
same.
and also like even this the way our country was planned, like everything is on one road. So even like in terms of like developing it, it's very restricting. Like if you're driving to the southern province, right? Everything is literally on that one said road.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going this way as well, same thing. So like if everything is centered around the road, how do you then
Spread the development.
Yeah.
I think I would argue with that.
Yeah?
Things are changing now because of CDF. Right now, like there's a new airport in Kasama and stuff like that. So that they're trying to balance the equation. I'm sure even the government has seen that. So this is why they brought in CDF to centralize development in all districts.
Right.
Now.
Looking forward to it, dope.
There's one town that definitely needs an airport right now is Nakonde, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
The distance to start with is annoying. And then there's a lot of...
And then-
there's thousands of people going to Nakonde every day to pick
Not
up vehicles
only
and
that,
stuff from the
the
border.
roads.
The roads
bruh.
are annoying.
If we can call it a road.
I've only
Yeah,
been
from
there once.
Chinsali to
so I don't-
Nakonde, it's a road now.
Okay.
Smooth, brand new road from Chinsali to Nakonde.
Is there a tarred road in Nakonde now?
They've gone as far as just past the checkpoints a little bit.
Because when I remember, it was all gravel. And the amount of
They're
dust.
almost done. They've done it up. What's left, I think, is just a final layer and markings, and then they open it. It's all the way up to the border now. It's gonna be, in fact, from the checkpoints to the border, it's gonna be 4 lanes, like a dual carriageway.
Have you driven there?
I've
To Nakonde?
only been to Nakonde once and I was quite young. I've only been there once.
I lived there for 3 years.
I've been
bro.
there a couple of
Yeah,
times.
you've got businesses there, so you're chilling.
Recently.
I've been
so
there
yeah.
a bunch of times and sure, the
terrible.
drive there, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, so now the situation is going to be that off the Great North Road, there's completely no roads in the whole district. Yeah. Not even one road in Nakonde. And look at how big the reputation is of that town. Everybody knows
because,
Nakonde.
like, yeah.
Nakonde Rise, cars, then there's no road. But Solwezi is coming up. Crap. Speaking of Solwezi, 23-year-old moneymaker.
Oh.
Hold on. What's going on?
You didn't see the article? 23-year-old guy printing his own money?
Oh, I heard about it. Like 50,000 was it? Or was it
57.
15? Or 57?
That's innovative.
Printing his own money. The boy is a mint.
Yeah, we need to empower that guy.
He's way ahead of his time.
Really? But I was 23 years old.
23 years old.
Wow.
I wouldn't have thought of a money-making scheme at 23, to be honest.
How real
Do
are
the
these
notes
notes looking? Like, how... Is there a photo in any of these notes? Or is it just printing on...
Do you have these notes for you?
No, I don't have these notes. I used to work as a bank teller at a certain bank, so I know what fake notes look like. So I actually wondered, like, would you guys be able to tell if you saw a fake note?
I think so.
You would?
Depending on the paper.
They look a bit pale, don't they?
Yeah, depending on the
Usually.
paper. Yes. Depending on the paper that it is printed on, you can tell.
Have you actually? Okay, can you take that 50 note out?
Yeah, just by feeling.
Can have you seen that fold? I want you to actually look at it. Like there's that line that's kind of running through.
The notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
Oh, that little... When you can even pull it out.
So
Yeah.
they used to tell us, like, to make sure it's authentic, when you fold it, you could see that the line's been added there. So when they make counterfeit, they paint it on. So once you can see the fold, and
But
you
now
can
you're
actually
only
do this.
describing only one kind of counterfeit. What you
No,
just described.
I'm describing the one way that used to give us surety to know. So that silver line that's going through
No, I'm
there.
saying you
Oh,
described
okay, one thing.
one type of
Okay.
counterfeit is they'll paint it on. Not every counterfeit artist,
Would
if I can
do
call them
that.
that, would do that.
It's just that ours are lazy. So the other things, the other features, you can see them, right? There's like the eagle there. You have to know the features that are there. But they used to let us know that those were kind of easier for them to put that on the note. But it was harder to make something be infused in there if it was a fake note.
But you know what's crazy is, yeah, so if you take it to a bank, obviously, you'll be caught quickly. And that's why you need to go to, like, say, a gas station or a bar. And that's where you need to use those notes.
Yeah, but okay, so are we also aware that if we accidentally get a counterfeit note and they catch you with it, they won't ask questions like, where did you find it?
The rest me.
Yeah, you are the one who's responsible for using you are responsible for using a counterfeit note.
But I didn't know.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
No, but then again, do they educate the public of what to look out for? Because if they don't educate the public, how am I supposed to know?
No, because we learned because we were working in the bank. But
That's what
the
they're
public,
right.
I don't.
So you went through that. So I'm not ignorant if you're not going to teach me.
Well, I guess
Because
it's like law,
in other
right?
countries, I remember in other countries, they would literally tell you every single security feature on TV and in newspapers of what to look out for. You know what I mean? So if you're not going to teach me what an original note looks like, and then somebody gives me a fake note, you're not going to call me ignorant because I
just didn't know.
I think for me, the most important question is how real are these notes looking that this 23-year-old boy is making? And if they look anything close to real, who is he working with?
Yeah, because don't you need like proper printing equipment to even come close to...
You're not going to use like an HP printer, bro.
Yeah. Or Rotatrim paper.
I don't think they've shown us
500
how they're
GSM.
looking though. The image just has like fake looking notes in it. They look like an animated image, so they didn't show us the video.
How was he nabbed?
According to the article, how was he nabbed? Like, were these notes already in circulation?
I think someone outed him because the way they said it, he was found at his home, right? Is that the
Well, according to the article, police in Solwezi have arrested a 23-year-old man of Urban Extension. Oh, I know exactly where this is. For being in possession of 57,600 kwacha counterfeit money he was allegedly printing in possession.
Yeah, so he might not be the printer.
Wait. Let's hear the full article. Northwestern Province Police Commanding Officer Dennis Mola said Percy Munkini was arrested following investigations after police received information about his activities. At the time of his arrest at his house, police recovered 57,000 in cash, in 100 kwacha denominations, a Canon printer.
No.
It doesn't end there. HP laptop, plain paper, scissors, and Vaseline implements he was using to make fake money. So the suspect is now in our custody, but he's also wanted by various police stations across the country for similar offenses, Mr. Mola said.
It's been about.
It's been about. This according to the Daily Mail, Zambia Daily Mail. Vaseline.
No, but the equipment doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, ordinary HP printer.
No.
Canon, sorry.
No.
HP laptop, plain paper.
No, the equipment doesn't add up. So it could be it's him and the notes don't look as authentic, or he has like some sort of backing and he was just in possession.
I'm sure more.
But it's innovative though, I'll give him that.
23-year-old. It's got courage though.
I don't know if they should arrest people like that.
No, like I feel like he
should
needs to
use
be.
such people.
If he actually did it himself, he should be empowered.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
I don't think you should arrest people like that.
Remember,
There should be a job for you
in
somewhere.
the movie, Frank William Abagnale, the real Frank William Abagnale, in the movie Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
They gave him a job.
They gave him a job in the FBI.
Yeah.
So maybe they should use this guy to catch counterfeiters in this country. Dude, what's the worst thing you ever did as a kid?
Oh, I jumped off a river
No, like something that put you in
did
trouble.
what?
while being chased by the police.
That's the story I want to hear now. What did you do?
Wait, you jumped into the river?
Yeah. So I was at St. Clement's, all right?
Right.
I was at St. Clement's, and then St. Clement's is a boys' school in Mansa. Yeah, and so Mansa has one river, it's called Mansa River, right? And then there's a bridge on it. So it was during games, and then we went to the sister school, because we couldn't host the girls at our school because they can't sleep there. So Mansa High is a co-ed, so they said we'll host with you. Yeah, so we went to Mansa for the games, and after the games were done, we stayed at the girls' hostels. So we're just living it up. And then I think maybe like after midnight, the Suka dates noticed, hey, there's dudes this side. So they chase us, right? they chase us off into so Mansa's got, like, like most of the times are built on one road.
Right.
Yeah, so we are walking back to campus, and one of my friends, Ivo, gets this brilliant idea, because he saw some guy riding a bicycle. Gets this brilliant idea to get this guy's bicycle so it can reach school fast, and that was theft. So I'm like, hey, what are you doing? So he gets the bicycle from him and rides it for a little bit and gets tired, leaves it, and starts walking again. So it's like, but what was the whole point? So now that guy whose bicycle was gotten from starts going down the road and he meets police. And he tells them, hey, there's these kids, they just jumped me. Yeah, they just jumped me. And on this road, so the police radio forward and they close the bridge in front.
Shoot.
And then these guys start trailing us until we reach the middle of the bridge. And then they close this bridge and they close that side. And then they start charging towards us. And my best option was just to jump into the crocodile-infested water. Yeah, and
After midnight.
yeah, I just jumped in there.
And could you swim?
Yeah, fortunately.
And that's a heavy flowing river. I know
My
the
parents
river.
don't even know this.
Damn. Damn. Wait, how many of you were there?
The 4 of us. The 3 of them were arrested.
And they didn't snitch on you?
No, they didn't. Man, shout out to Ivo, Alex, and Paul.
Snitch.
Yo, a real one.
Snitch is a snitch.
I know, right? Now you expose them.
But how are they gonna know?
I know, right? This is like years ago anyway.
Do you have a statute of limitations in Zambia?
No.
We don't?
No.
So they can still nab him right now?
Yeah. For that bike you stole 10 years ago.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
An accomplice.
And he just said the names of the people
exactly.
that... Wait, so who stole the bike? What's his NRC?
It's like a black rapper in America. You know what I mean?
You know who else did that? What's that? About a week ago?
Yeah. I remember he snitched on himself.
Oh, what's his name again? Bobby
Schmurder.
Bobby Schmurder. In a song too. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's how they know.
What happened to your friends though when they get arrested? What happened to them?
They went to like the police and then.
Oh, they served their time. This nigga didn't.
How much time though?
No, but then it was just shishita. They were just not for shishita, not for.
Oh, so just one night in your out.
Yeah. So they came in the morning and I was like, hey, I was expecting.
And how far down did the river take you?
So I don't know, but I did like a little distance. Yeah. So the thing
How old
about
were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
16,
I don't know.
17.
That was like in the 11th grade, so I was
16, 17,
quite young,
give or
yeah.
take, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
so
then
how far down does
the
the
thing
river take
about like I learned how to swim in a river. So like a river had nothing on me. And I know like if you want to come out on this point, you dive from here so that the current takes you there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just like you don't fight the river. You just go
Flow with it.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you did since you were a kid? What comes to mind? I know you've done a lot.
Similar story. Girls' dormitories get expelled. Family doesn't know. My mom, if she ever watches this, then she'll find out now.
So I was a saint in school then.
Serious, you never got expelled.
No, I was never expelled.
But here's the thing.
I've never been
I got
expelled
expelled. So girls from Mukinga Girls Secondary School came to our school, which was like, no, it wasn't co-ed then. It was still a boys' school then. So they cleared out one dormitory for the girls coming from Mukinga Girls, right?
To go and use.
Yeah.
Right.
Eish, man, I really like girls, bro. I won't even hide it. And
So what, you snacking?
yeah, snacking with a group of guys just to chill with the girls, and we chilled there like 2-3 hours. Now, as we were leaving, cadets again. What we didn't know is while we were inside, the cadets were sent to guard the girls' dormitory.
Oh, crap.
You know what I mean?
So
While
that
we're
nobody
inside,
gets in.
Nobody gets in. We were already in. So as we were coming out, cadets nab us, take us to the headmaster's office and just wrote little notes to tell our class teachers these boys have been expelled, stamps it. That's how I got expelled. Grade 11, term 3.
And what's the worst that you did?
I get expelled, and this is how my parents don't know to date, because
Until
I get
now.
expelled. My cousin was actually a teacher at the school, and I tell him, dude, please don't tell them, I'm going to figure something out. So I started staying by his house in a teacher's compound for like a week. In that week, they needed someone to go represent the province in Lusaka for some national debate. And I was the best debater of the whole province. So the headmaster...
So you struck a deal. You like bring me back in?
Yeah, they brought me back. They brought me back and sent me to Lusaka to debate, and I came out third. Imagine. That's how I
Wait,
got
so did they revoke?
Yeah, they revoked. So they brought me back, told me never do it again. Here's your bus ticket, you're going to Lusaka, here's your pocket money. And they put me in a bus to Lusaka. Came, debated, came out third, went back.
Huh.
Yeah. And that's how nobody ever knew I got expelled. So here we are today.
No, but I live life in like high school.
Yeah.
I live life.
I lived as well.
Eesh.
Like if you could go back to any point in your life, would you stay where you are now? Or would you go back to like a particular point?
I feel like everything that has happened in my life have made me be me.
Built up to this.
Yeah.
So what?
I think I would stay here.
You'd stay where you are.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, same. Everything has built up.
Married still?
Yes, very much. Very much.
I would stay. There are things I would like
I mean,
to
you
do
could do it
differently.
over, man. Look.
Oh, man.
There are things that I would like to do differently,
I can see
but I
the
think the
pain in
outcome
your
would be
eyes.
different.
I can see the pain.
What pain, Nelson?
Shit, man.
Medad, yeah, you were saying?
I was saying there are things that I probably would want to do differently, but if I did them differently, the outcome would be different for me. So I feel like I wouldn't be
Change anything?
It would definitely, like if I changed a few things, it would
change where you are today. So
Yeah.
I feel like if I could be stuck at any particular point, like for the rest of my life, it would definitely be now.
Yeah.
If I could be, Like, I don't want to be in my 20s. I don't want to be in my teenage period.
Because you've already been there, done that, bro.
Like, if you're an option, right?
Yeah.
To say for the rest of your life, you would be stuck at one particular age.
Yeah.
It would be where I am right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what Steve Jobs said. You can't connect the dots going forward. You have to connect them going back. And you look back and you see how everything that you've done in your life, everything you've experienced builds up to where you are today. So you'd rather be where you are today.
Hey, here's a question for you both. I think I asked you this before. So if you're an option, right? How old are you?
30.
If you could get, say, $50 million right now, or you're an option, knowing what you know now, to go back 15 years.
Now just give me the 50 million right now. I love my life where it is right now. Yeah, like me, this version, $50 million richer.
Yeah.
Dog.
You? What would you do?
15
when you
years
look
is not
back-
a long time. 15 years like back. Yeah, it's not a long
That's
time.
2009.
Yeah, what innovation happened here that would make you 50
Nah,
million?
don't worry. You've already
sorry.
told us. And you? What would you do?
Yeah, I mean, how much money did I have then that would invest and bring me to 50 million today?
So what would you
Knowing
do?
know what you know
Knowing
now.
what I know
What you
now?
know now.
Like, shit, Facebook's gonna boom at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll go back.
I would go back. I would go.
I
Listen,
wouldn't.
listen. If I would go back, I don't care what I would sell. If I got $100, I would buy 100 Bitcoins.
Yes, it was very cheap then.
Exactly.
15
And
years
I
ago.
would keep,
Was it?
There was no Bitcoin back then when it
15
started.
It was very cheap, bro. $5, $10 you
Yeah,
can
and there's
buy.
that guy that saw the pizza like just the night before.
Yeah,
he bought a pizza.
I'll just
worth
buy 100
a bunch of
Bitcoins.
Bitcoins just before it blew up.
I'll just buy 100 Bitcoins. Just that alone. Never mind Facebook. Never mind buying shares in Tesla. Never mind all that. No. Buy Bitcoins.
And wait.
Do you know how much Bitcoin is right now?
No.
I think it's about $60,000.
Yeah. Last I checked, it was about 50 grand last year.
Yeah.
One.
One Bitcoin?
One Bitcoin.
And you could have bought 100, it was $100 in 2014,
Yep.
15, yeah.
Now imagine if you had like $200 or $300 and just buy Bitcoins worth that amount. You'd have a way more than $50 million if you just in Bitcoin alone.
Medad, bro,
I feel sad.
is there anything that, you thought we were going to talk about that we haven't touched on and you'd love to bring up right now?
Off the top of my head, no.
We've sort of covered everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean... Ludo, anything... It's how you rub your hands that if I was Medad, I'd be really scared right now.
Yeah, and she knows me.
Don't block me.
I will block you. Okay, let's go.
There's a question I want to ask.
Sure.
You can't ask him out.
I
Not
can't
on
what?
the podcast at least. So you can't ask him out.
No, Medad likes light girls. So
Your dad likes what? Light guys.
light girls.
Who likes light girls? He does.
No, that's such a stereotype.
Well, why do you think he likes light girls?
No, he. Okay, he
Yes.
said he became optimistic. I mean, what you got open-minded recently? He used to like light girls.
Is this true?
No, it's not. It's just because I did one or two like girls doesn't mean
Right,
that-
doesn't make it a
Yeah.
trend.
Doesn't make it a thing.
Anyway, your question?
What's your question?
I wish WhatsApp like I could keep
What's
those
your
old
question?
messages. My question is, there was a time when members of a certain community
Yeah,
had voiced out how they feel like they can convert you
yeah.
to their
What,
side.
gay people?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you say that?
Why would I say that?
Why wouldn't you say that?
So I just want to ask
Yeah.
if you know where this came from.
I also don't know where. Like, I just found out there's a bounty on my head or some sort. I don't know.
A bounty on your head?
Dog.
What niggas wanted to F you?
Yeah. Like I was having dinner with my
You having dinner with?
I was having dinner with my friends. Like, it was a point where we were having like mental problems. So, like, to create a safe hub, we'd have dinner all the time, like me and my friends, and just like sort of recreate some sort of safe space. And then one time, this lady, the manager of the sport, comes and says, "Hey, do you know there's a bounty on your head, dog?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, there's like you and I think two other people.
Famous people?
The other one's sort of famous. The other one I don't even know.
Was it Elson?
Who's that? What the fuck, man?
The other one was, yeah, thank you. Give us mine.
Go back, this room dinner this. This sweatshirt. It will be full by month end. It will be full. Oh,
No,
he's changed.
he said no. He didn't say one change. He says he's gonna let it in for the next time that he swears. But yeah, go ahead.
Then I was like, what do you mean? First of all, that's like I don't think I'll feel so safe after this. But then it's like, yeah, that's what's up. So how did you know this?
That's what he's thinking now.
I knew this because once you shared that, like you were saying something weird on your status, then I also told you that I've heard that from certain people. So I had friends of mine who said, this one, I'm sure I can convert him if I wanted. And I used to be like, what does that even,
like it's your choice.
what does that even mean? So I asked you about it. And
Yeah, I've heard about it once, but I don't think it's factual. I don't think it's true.
But I don't know if it works that way, where you can convert.
Yeah, you can like
somebody like a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, I heard about it at dinner that time.
What? So did any guy walk up to you and?
I haven't had a moment where like someone tries like
You've had that moment.
I've never had a moment where like they openly come in.
Or maybe they were subtle about it.
Yeah, maybe they're just subtle and I just don't pick up because like I love people, man. Like I just like to interact with people and just I'll give you my best version. Like one thing I pride myself on is I want you to remember me for my energy before you even remember what I said or yeah. So like I always be positive and happy.
Yeah, and it's so funny because speaking of energy, remember like when you were at my house and we were speaking about how some people have got energy that is just off.
Yeah.
Remember the boyfriend to the sister to the guy that you were dating?
Yeah, that dude.
Bruh.
Dickhead.
You already have money, man.
Well, you already paid in advance.
I already have mine. No, like the people that are just weird. Like,
There's a guy that we know in common, right? Like his entire aura, man. He just walks in the room and he sucks the energy out of the room.
he's so terrible.
Oh, you and I know?
No, him
Me
and I
and you.
know.
All right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's so terrible. It's
No, but if I describe who the guy is,
It'll
you
be too
probably
obvious.
know. It won't be obvious, but you'd know because the guy dated, like the girl was famous, but the girl wasn't famous in her own right. The girl was famous because of who her father is.
That type.
Yeah. So the guy, I think the guy was after money.
him. I bet didn't you like? I don't know. Hey, everyone has got their own agendas in this life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but he was so terrible. He's such a terrible human being.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
You know yourself.
He is. God, man.
You ever feeling negative energy right now? Just talking about it?
No. There's a word that I wanted to
Yeah?
say, but then I don't know if it's swearing or not. It's scam. Swear. It's not swearing.
Like
he's
coming between your toes.
Yeah, he's like right at the bottom, like like the devil's toenail. That's like, and man, he's a horrible person.
Medad, thanks a lot for coming through,
I
bro.
appreciate
Nah,
it.
he's a
You're
crazy
positive
person.
energy.
I appreciate
I've actually
it
enjoyed this
so
more than I
much.
thought I would.
Wait, another thing. So him and I were chatting, and he came up with the idea, and I want us to do it where he hosts one of these episodes. So say what your pitch is.
All right, so I just want to come on a podcast and just get drunk, but with like guests.
The Drunk with Guests podcast.
Yeah, so I figured he takes over one episode. He brings in a guest, and
Let's have it.
It's
You hosted.
everybody has heard this.
Yeah, let's do it.
It is.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a reason why we don't have our names on these things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to have like I feel like
who do you have in mind? Who would you bring on?
like as a first guest, it has to be someone from the industry. They're probably from Fume. I know.
Who?
Let's make it happen next week.
They'll figure it out when they come on the podcast. I would like because like I think it's relevant right now. Now I'll give you the information. Let's go.
What do you think right now about, say, the film industry? Because that has been quiet about film lately. It's been talking more about music.
I feel like the pioneers in the industry that are here to change the game. I feel like Azadi, Mex, Kasama are some of those people. They're moving way ahead of their time. I feel like people like Lawrence Thompson, Owas Moape, Paul Willow, Fred, Nancy NW, they have really created a great foundation. Like the best is right. Now it's up to new creative minds to take it to the next level. And our industry is such a baby industry, but it's growing. And that's what's beautiful about it. Yeah,
And
it's
also,
becoming
man,
super lucrative and the minds that are jumping on board are just like, ooh.
Like, so when you look at Zuba, I'm sure you guys get stats. Where, apart from Zambia, where do you guys get the most viewership?
Because like Zua shows everywhere in Southern Africa apart from South Africa.
Yeah, so where in
I
those
feel like
countries?
it's because the fact that it keeps on coming back means our stats are super high.
Maybe in Zambia only. Maybe Zambia is what's...
But Zambia wouldn't be enough to bring back a show.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, do you get stats to say these countries?
Yeah. There's ranking for like Zuba and Pali keep doing this in terms of ranking.
A word?
Yeah. So Zuba will be on top for some period, and Pali will bit, and that's why this shows like.
And what's the money look like? The check?
It's alright.
Is it sustainable? Like, can you sustain
You
your
can
life?
live off acting now.
Yeah, true.
So how much are we looking at? Like, not for you, like the average paycheck for somebody that's in...
Ish, I wouldn't know. Contracts are different, eh? It depends with the contract.
Is it between 10 and 20?
Yeah. Let's give or take.
It's not much. It depends on your lifestyle, I guess. You can go to Chicago's.
Yeah, you can. But if you're smart about it, everybody, I feel like everybody that's on screen right now just don't do acting. Like, I feel like your paycheck should be like the fifth thing you make money from.
Let's just say it's enough to sustain your life.
Yeah, you can leave.
I feel that's
you
true.
can leave.
I feel like even with music artists, like music, because when we were speaking to Rough Kid, music is not really where you're going to get rich off. You build your name from that, and what you then do with that name and that brand is what will then get you money. Gets you money.
Yeah, I mean, you should... Wisdom is having multiple streams of income as a human being, bro. Because relying on one thing just...
Also, like in film, everyone has got like I said, everyone has got a different contract. Like, I won't earn as much as the next person. The next person won't earn as much as
you
me.
negotiate.
Yeah, so what you do when you get that... Like, if ever it sees you on TV is, I think, what matters at the end of the day. That people that are comfortable with just living with the paycheck. I am not, because I feel like I do get screen time, but I don't think... sometimes you never know how a storyline might go.
So you might be killed.
Yeah, you're not
character might be
guaranteed
killed,
to stay in there. And if that's your only means of staying relevant, then that becomes a problem. That's how you start posting nudes. So...
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
so if, say, when you were on screen, you started like a brand ambassador partnership, you've got endorsements here, there's like product placement on your socials and all of that stuff. I feel like you have at least multiple streams that will even continue even after you leave the screen.
And it's always wise. I mean, if you're on screen, I always feel it's wise to start a business because your face is already a passport into offices. You know what I mean? Like you said, you don't need to introduce yourself.
It took me a long time to realize that as well.
Yeah.
Like I slept on myself for a long time.
Yeah, like remember also with the printing that I do, the printing, roadshows and whatever, I can get into any company now and somebody would know me in those offices. Remember, I think I shared one with you recently where you just entered office and you're thinking, you're going to have to start explaining yourself with paperwork and whatever. You're in there for 2 minutes and you've got the deal. Simply because people already know your face. And I think it'll be wisdom for you as well too.
It's yours to lose. Basically.
Exactly, yeah.
So you already have the audience.
Yeah.
You already have the contract, if I can say. If you just don't mess it up, it's basically yours.
Yeah.
And well, don't be in a hurry. Are you in a hurry to go somewhere?
Nope. He's looking like he needs to roll out.
No, I'm calm. I'm chill. I don't know why you're in a hurry to leave.
Okay, cool.
Dude, there's a lot that happens in the back, like behind the scenes that we probably don't see and probably never hear of. You know, kind of like when banks and mobile money companies lose money,
they won't report about it.
You will never get to know about it. Only the people on the inside.
What are you asking? I don't
Tell us some stuff that happens in the back.
wouldn't say
Like Martha being pregnant, for example.
Huh? Like who?
What?
What?
You heard what I said, nigga.
I didn't hear what you said, dog. No, but there's no workplace without drama. Like each workplace, I feel like there's scandal everywhere. Yeah, but then if it's not out there, then it was managed properly. And kudos to the VR team.
Have you ever had any scandal?
Me? No. Like I'm very particular about what I do these days. Also, like I avoid that. There's certain situations that you can avoid. Like for instance, just don't poop where I eat.
So you're not gonna have sex with somebody that you work with?
No.
Doesn't matter how hot.
I've been in a situation. Have you seen my co-stars? They're hot, bro. Most of them. Yeah, but
like who? Who do you think is hot that you work with? Give me two names.
All of them. All of you.
Just give me two names. On the top, you who?
All of you, my sisters are fine. Thank you so much. Today I came mentally prepared. So
for who?
For you, dog. So like I'm saying, yeah. So I feel like they're not. I've obviously like if you're found in the same space with like people every day, feelings might develop here and there. But I just have a personal rule that I just don't cross.
But the hot ones are the crazy ones, though.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Ever had like a crazy ex?
I have had a bunch of crazy exes. Okay, the thing is, like, some of them I wouldn't constitute as exes.
Tell me the crazy. He knows the crazy ex that I had.
Yep.
Tell me the crazy.
Also, like, sometimes it's hard to differentiate between crazy and people that just have separation anxiety, to be honest.
It's the same thing. It's just got a fancy title. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I've had, like, people that like, I've been with someone that, like, just wouldn't. There's a point where I stayed away from my home for, like.
Because you just rock up?
No, like, she just didn't want me to leave her space.
It's the same girl that you told me about, right?
Yeah.
What happened? It's your story to tell.
No, like, we just couldn't see eye to eye anymore. And
no, like the crazy stuff she did.
This person was so, like, this one time we had an argument, and this girl said I needed some air, and she went to Dubai, and I was left in the house, dog. So,
that's A.
For 2 days, I'm worried about this person, and she's left. She's gone to Dubai. I was like, what do you mean? Where did you go? I said, I wanted some air. Oh, this is how we're working.
Rich daddies.
Rich daddies. I've had people that have put knives on me before.
Knives on you?
Yeah, dog.
Wait, what they call it?
Can't leave. Now it's gonna confirm the stereotype. You know what I mean? Because Ludo said.
Which movie was that had a girl called Knives? Remember that guy who had a Chinese ex-girlfriend who wanted to kill him?
No.
Okay, as you talk, I remember the movie.
Bro, that's insane.
Yeah, but then I'm here, so
crazy. All right, man. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
He's tried.
So by the way, yeah. Well, you're saying he's tried to break you. If you don't see Elson and I on the next episode, it's gonna be hosted by Medad, and it's been a real episode. It's shot at Pebbleview Apartments, and if you're looking for a home away from home, Pebbleview is that one place that you can get yourself apartments, Wi-Fi, restaurant,
get your
air
own
conditioning.
kitchen.
Yeah, and
Bro, we're doing a horrible job at mentioning our sponsors.
no, Gob will put all of them in the beginning, worry not.
Put what?
All the images and stuff in the beginning.
And you think that's enough?
Yeah, we're already screwed up, bro.
I don't know why you think just putting that.
We're already screwed up, so
These people are paying a heck of a lot of money.
we're already screwed up. But shout out to Bedline, our sponsor.
Like as an afterthought.
Could you pass me my phone? I want to try something with this dude.
You want to redo the intro?
Before I head out. Before I head
What, you
out.
want to try what?
I want to try something with yo. This is like a simple test run.
Gob, do you have enough photos of this?
Yeah, you took enough.
All right, cool.
My very vain brother.
We need to post something, don't we?
Nah, I hear that.
All right, so imagine we're drinking, yes? And then I
Can't imagine that.
And then I had like this question. So it's just either or off the top of your head. Don't overthink it. Yeah? So I'm going to be throwing it back and forth between you two.
All right,
gents.
cool. Let's do it.
All right. All right.
Put the phone down.
It's going to be easy for Elson.
Yo.
BMW or Benz?
It's BMW.
PlayStation, Xbox. You're overthinking it.
I'm not a video game person, so
doesn't
Just give
matter.
us an option.
I'll go PlayStation because it's the first game I ever played, so. Mwaka called back.
Can we pick up? Can we pick up?
Nope. I've changed my mind.
A good man. Good man. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to...
I told you she would call back.
Yeah, she did.
No context. Beer or cider?
For who?
You, not context.
No,
Just-
ask him that.
No,
I
you
don't drink.
I don't care. Just
Or
pick one.
cider.
All right, thank you. Zip lining or bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? No context whatsoever.
Cardi B.
Ruth Roney or Ludo?
That's easy. Her, Ludo. Why you answering is that?
Why are you answering on his behalf?
Wait, which Ludo? This. What's the context?
No
Context. Hurry up and answer, nigga.
I would chill with Ludo. I don't know which one.
Why is he putting context to it?
Dude,
All right. Oh, Mutale ones or Iris?
Tally, all day.
every day.
Slim or thick?
Thick.
Dude, hold on. Stop. Pause. I can't sit on camera. But do you know what I want to say?
Let's not say it.
Please allow me to say it.
No.
This will
Whatever it is. No. Whatever it is.
Ah, come on, man. This would have been, it'll get you in trouble, but this would have been so freaking amazing. We'll let it go. Keep going. Keep going.
Bombshell, Mampy.
Mampy.
Slap D on Maki too.
Why are you doing this to me, bro?
Answer.
Hey, there's no context.
I'm overthinking it, right? I always do this, bro. Maki too.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Home movies or the cinema?
That's easy.
Peter My Life or Harris Nation?
Now, what's the context?
There's no context.
No, I need context. I need context on that one, nigga.
They're both designers.
Designers. Well, Peter.
All right.
I don't even know who the other one is. Harry who? Harry Styles?
I wouldn't know if I met him, but I've heard the name, yeah.
Right? I don't know who
Harris
the other
Nation.
one is.
I've heard his
say
name,
what?
but I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, for
He's a
real?
pioneer of designers in Zambia.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it looks like. I've heard the name, but I've never met him or seen him anywhere.
The first one before this, Peter My Life.
Serious?
Yeah.
Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Harry
Isn't
Nation.
Harry Styles?
Harris
Harry
Nation.
Nation?
Yeah.
Harris Nation.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to bring it back to you. I think like this one suits you. A penthouse or a private loft?
A penthouse or what?
Private loft.
Private loft.
There we go. Chicago's with the couple.
Chicago's.
Livingston or Siavonga?
Livingston.
Copperbelt or Lusaka? This one is eeasy.
Kopala, my boy.
All right. Bollywood or Nollywood?
Was it Bollywood or Nollywood? Bollywood, bro. Let me tell you something about when I stopped. Let me tell you when I stopped messing with Nollywood. I saw a movie where a ghost, before it crossed the street, it looked both sides. I said, what the hell is going on here? You are a ghost. You are dead. Why are you afraid of cars?
DC or Marvel?
Oh, that's
That says
easy.
a lot
Marvel.
about a person.
Yeah.
All right, last but not the least, Windows or Mac?
Mac, easy.
That was just a quick test run. You know,
Yeah.
your number one quick category listener, name is King Medad.
I'm
You know,
gonna
they absolute vibes.
mention a couple of so quick, and this is to the both of you. I'll mention a couple of areas. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Right.
I'll start with you. Phone park. Hurry up. First thing that comes to mind when I mention that place.
Colored girls.
Olympia.
Olympia. Mosquitoes.
Wow.
Everybody does mosquitoes. That place is terrible. Eh?
Salama Park.
Outside chicks.
My nigga, that comes to my first one. Side chicks are slave queens.
I was just telling you a story how it was going to beat up by a Joe. It's a lot of fuck, though.
That's exactly what I think about. When a girl tells me,
Especially in the former government.
if I meet a girl and we're vibing and I say, where do you live? She says, Salama.
Deuces. Check out later.
When I said Olympia, I did not think of you would say mosquitoes. I thought you would say massage parlors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Every
big on
corner,
that.
yeah.
But
That's
that's
the-
the first thing I went, hey, I slept there once. Yo!
Hey, did you hear this as a sex tape? From one of these massage parlors?
It's like a threesome or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
But
about
I
that.
don't believe that. You know why? Because the white guy in it is a porn star.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So did he come here or it's just like...
So he moves, maybe it's true, I have no idea. So he moves around different countries. I don't know if he tells these girls that this is, it's called Africa Exotic something, I forget. What's messed up is he blurs out his own face, but not the faces of the girls.
So it's going to be hard to catch.
If
he needs to be caught.
Hey, pause. I caught that. What is it?
What is
Your
it?
mic?
He cussed. Just put money in there, dog.
You did the cuss.
Yes.
What about money?
Imova money.
Oh, you cuss, huh? Okay, cool.
Nice catching him.
Yeah, it's crazy. So apparently there's a sex tape from these.
Serious.
This nigga here told me. Damn it, I can't say it.
Thank you. I think we need to go before we start revealing
Yo.
too many things.
Yo.
So watch the next episode hosted by Medad. Have a lovely day.
Hold
Click on the
hold
subscribe button.
Let me tell you something. Let me
Else
tell
this
you.
episode will not end.
No, yeah, it will. You mentioned bungee jumping and ziplining. I'm gonna try something that I've not tried before. I told you I'm going to SA
Jumping
on
from a
Wednesday,
plane,
right?
yeah.
Yes, I'm doing that on the 27th.
What are you doing?
Jumping from
I'm
a
jumping
plane.
out of a plane.
Oh, for real? That's cool. I love
He's
extreme
doing the Will
sports.
Smith.
You say what?
I love extreme sports. I would definitely jump.
So
out of a
I'm
plane.
terrified of heights, and I cannot.
But that's how I got out my fear of heights. I bungee jumped.
That's the thing. Is I want to go to the extreme, so I can't jump off a bridge, but I'm gonna jump out of a plane. And if I can do that, then everything else is child's play.
All right, to the next
So
episode.
that is gonna be
hosted by
pretty
Medad. Have a
exhilarating.
lovely day. Remember to click on the subscribe button and support the people who support us because we're not going to get money out of your pockets.
Unka,
Bet Lion.
We need to have
The Carpet
Ludo.
Company Barber in Mungwi Road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We need to have a sports segment because of these AFCON games.
Ooh, yeah.
Or a sports podcast.
Yeah, or a podcast.
Because you and I know nothing about soccer. You might as well find someone who does
Nothing.
nothing.
So
Anyway.
if you can come up with something, a segment, 5 minutes that speaks possibly about the games that have just been played and the games that are coming up, that'd be
nice.
dope. How long is this thing running for? The AFCON?
Usually 2 weeks, right?
12th February.
So that's like 3
Like
weeks.
2 days before Valentine's. Oh, speaking of Valentine's.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of Valentine's.
That's next month, huh?
No, not only that, but this year it's women that are buying the presents because it's a leap year.
Does it work like that?
Yes, that's how it works. On a leap year, women buy the presents.
Louder.
The one time I become single.
We do every year. No.
Oh, you guys didn't know this?
Volume.
You guys don't know this.
Volume.
Wow. Speaking of, do you know what constitutes where the extra day in a leap year comes from?
No. Isn't that because like there's always that extra when you add them together, they create a day, the extra hours?
Yeah, exactly. Because people don't realize it's 365 and a quarter days.
Yeah.
So the quarter days
Yeah.
add up over 4 years.
And then
So
they
which is why in
create a day.
Ethiopia, they have a 13-month calendar and every month has 28 days. So they don't have leap years. And they're saying that's the way a calendar should have been. And it makes sense because on their calendar, the moon comes out exactly month end, every month end.
And on their calendar, it's not 2024.
They're still in 2016 or 2015
Yeah,
somewhere there.
and they celebrated their Christmas a couple of weeks ago in January.
Yeah.
You know this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, screw the world, we're just gonna do us.
Yeah, they do them. Dude.
But listen, if you got women that hot, you can
You
do
can do
whatever
whatever
you
you
want.
want.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
Till the next episode, have a lovely day.
Tan 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 tan, 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 tan 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 tan.